Hi you guys, welcome to your bi-weekly love reading. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising for the weeks of April 15th through the 30th, 2017. I've already shuffled and cut the cards, so let's go ahead and begin here. I want to thank all of you that have subscribed to my channel, those of you that have liked the videos and that have shared them. I ask that you please continue to do so. Thank all of you that have hired me for your private and personal readings. And also keep in mind that these are general readings. So they may or may not resonate, but hopefully they bring clarity to many of you. That's the main goal here. Okay. So the heart of the situation we have here is the Three of Wands, Four of Cups, Knight of Swords. Then we have Ace of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Chariot, Temperance, and the Tower. I feel like some of you are longing for someone that may be far away, or you're waiting to hear from them. You're thinking about them, and nothing else really matters right now because all you do is think of them. I'm hearing like a plethora of songs right now. I'm hearing Lauryn Hill, Nothing Even Matters. Like, I feel like that song is just like looping. Like, I feel like you are really in love with somebody who is at a distance. There is another song that popped in my head, but it went away. But that Nothing Even Matters, that just kind of, I felt like you just are longing for someone, and there is someone that's trying to get your attention, or other people, but you're just not into it. You're like, I'm just not that into you. You're waiting. You have faith and hope that something's going to work out with this other person that's at a distance. Some of you may be involved with another air sign, so Aquarius, such as yourselves, Gemini or Libra. Also the possibility of dealing with a Sagittarius, a Cancer. So for some of you, I feel like you are going to, like, someone's been trying to get your attention. So whoever has been trying to get your attention subtly is just going to come out hard. Or maybe this has already happened, like you weren't listening, so they just like really just came at you like, look woman, or look man, I'm trying to get your attention. And they were just really direct, and they just kind of rushed in and said some things, and because you weren't listening to them, or you know, they felt like they were being ignored. For some of you, this is you saying like, what the hell is up? Like, what, have you not received my messages? Like, I feel like you are not listening to me. Is everything okay? Are things the same? Like, I almost feel like for some of you, like you had a relationship and then I don't know if it was a breakup, but it's like you guys got separated or distanced, or maybe it started off as an internet relationship and it was going good at first, and now things have gotten stale, and that you just kind of like, well, what's going on? Like, you know, you are far away, you can't be together. So, you know, it's just kind of dealing with that thing, you know, lack of communication. But I do feel like whatever you've been waiting for. Okay, so for some of you, you are going to hear from this person. You are going to get a response. You're going to hear some news. It could be through text or email, or even a handwritten letter. And then for some of you, if you still don't hear from this person and you feel like you should have heard from them by now, they're thinking about you. but they're undecided and on what they want to say or how they want to address something. So there, it's just like going back and forth. You know, so it's like they're thinking of you, but you know, it hasn't happened yet. You haven't had that conversation that you've been waiting to have yet. Also, I feel like some of you are going to become very demanding or upfront or defensive. Like you're trying to speak out. You're trying to be honest and say what it is that you want. Or you're trying to let someone know. You're trying to tell someone to just make up their mind or make a decision, but they're still undecided. Also, for some of you, you keep making the same mistake over and over again. This is a repeated pattern, or you're having some sort of on-off again relationship. It's unstable. And this is something that's been going on for a long time. Someone keeps promising that they're going to come visit you or take a trip, and they haven't done it yet. It's like a broken promise over and over again. And for some of you, you're tired of those excuses. Now, if this isn't a long distance relationship, it could be that you and your partner keep trying to make some sort of plans that keep falling through. Like you keep saying you're going to make a trip, or you're trying to make these travel plans, and it's just not happening. For some of you, you're torn between. It could be two people, but I kind of feel like it's a situation, or maybe it's finances that's keeping you apart, or finances is the problem, but. Or it's either this or that. You know, it's like pay the light bill or pay the mortgage. I don't know, you know, just something like that. Pay the car note. It's something that you're trying to juggle between, or, you know, having to make some sort of difficult decision. Something that you're like really just struggling with. Sometimes you guys might come off as cold and detached so that you won't get hurt. At some point, I do feel like you just you enclose yourself and you just put on that hard exterior, and it's so that you can move forward, because you don't have time to sit around and feel sorry for yourself like you have been doing. So you gear up and you just say, I can't do this any longer. I'm just going to do what I need to do. And it's either taking care of yourself, or it's you taking charge and taking control of the situation and trying to manipulate it to go in your favor. I do feel like there's some healing that's going to be taking place, but there's also going to, your weekend, or something unexpected is going to happen next week. Like either someone dropping in that you weren't expecting, or having a visitor out of the blue, or hearing from someone that you weren't expecting to hear from. I feel more so this might be a pleasant surprise. I don't think it's a tragic surprise. And also with the Tower here, is to me like it's God intervening. Like whatever you had been undecided about, like if you don't take this opportunity to respond or whatever, like something's going to be forced upon you. It's like, okay, I feel like, you know, God or the universe just intervenes and gives you some sort of wake-up call. I feel like you're just going to have some sort of sudden enlightenment or awakening. For some of you, this is something spiritual and metaphysical. So you might have like a very crystal clear dream or premonition about someone that comes true. Or you might just like you feel this person's energy, like something happens. It's kind of like this Uranian energy to me, and also Mercurian energy. I hope I said that right. But it's like that jolt of sudden, like, huh? Like and it has to do with that mental telepathy thing. Almost like you could be home by yourself and then you hear someone call your name, and then your phone rings and it's the person that you were thinking of. Like something weird like that is going to happen, or you're going to realize that you and the person that you love have some sort of connection like that. The following week, I feel like you're going to be focused on your work or your daily routine. Like if you're a stay-at-home mom, I feel like you're going to be focused on doing chores around the home and just doing your daily activities. Also, there's some hobby that you might have or some sort of craft that you do. This is something artistic. This is something that's transformative for you and therapeutic. So this is something that you have a well-developed skill, something that you've been working on for a long time, and I feel like you're going to be focusing on that during the following week. This also could have something to do with the journaling, putting something down on paper or writing, even like writing songs or lyrics, or painting. Expressing how you feel. I feel like you're going to express that you're heartbroken about something, or you're going to receive a message that is kind of like, ouch, that hurt. There is the possibility okay, so those of you, I'm sorry I had to stop like that because I just felt like intense sadness for a brief minute, and I feel like it has to do with those of you that are in a long distance relationship, and I feel like you can't take it anymore. Something like you're really hurting, like you're trying to remain positive and upbeat and optimistic, but sometimes, you know, the pain comes out of nowhere. Like you just break down and cry, and you're like, I can't stand being separated from you. I can't stand being apart from you. Like it's tearing me apart kind of like thing, and I felt like really bad. So I'm sorry for those of you that might be going through something similar to that, because I really just felt that. It also could have something to do with someone just expressing how they feel, or you let someone know how you feel, and you just telling someone how bad you miss this person. Now, because of the Mercury retrograde, be careful about communication with your spouse if you are in a relationship, because something you say could come off hurtful and out of the blue. Like your temper flares up and you just like flying at the mouth, and you say things that you like, I take it back, I'm so sorry. So be very careful, think before you speak. You know, sometimes I don't know, we try, but during this retrograde, but sometimes that still happens where you send off a letter or write something or a text message that is kind of mean spirited. And health wise, you guys make sure that you are checking up on your heart. Make sure that you don't have any clogged arteries or anything, okay? So if you are scheduled for some sort of annual checkup, make sure that you check on that. I feel like after you have like this little spasm, I want to say spasm. I want to say emotional spasm. I feel like you have like some sort of emotional spasm. And I feel like after that happens, like God is going to show you a big sign that everything's going to be okay. Like blessings are going to be poured down to you to let you know that everything will be fine, and to remind you that we're all connected and that your prayers are heard and are being answered. Now for some of you, your feelings might get hurt because you feel like you're the only one putting investing in a relationship, like you're just giving and giving and giving, or you give unconditionally, or you might just spend time, like I feel like your partner might get injured or something, and you're nursing their wounds. You're like a caretaker for them. You're taking care of them and putting all of your love and energy into your partner, or into all of somebody that had a boo-boo. So I'm not really seeing children, but maybe your partner acts like a child when they're sick or hurt. But I just kind of feel like you're nursing someone's wounds. And again, for others, there is that thing about the whole long distance thing. And like feeling at some point that it's just wishful thinking, but you know, you just have to be more patient. I feel like you're going to go off into meditation. A lot of you, again, here with that enlightenment thing, I feel like some of you are going to have some sort of flash or enlightenment or a sudden realization about spirituality, something that helps you heal. Whether you're single, like whether you're brokenhearted from being single and alone, or in a long distance relationship, or something that needs repairing in your relationship. I just feel like you're going to have a eureka moment. And for some of you, again, some sort of psychic intuition moment where like something's revealed to you, something was shown to you, like an angel literally like you had such a vivid dream that you're like, no, this was an experience. This, like, these angels came and they took me on a trip. Like you had some sort of weird outer body experience. Okay, so Aquarian, sometimes y'all drain my energy. Y'all just too spiritual for me. No, but I love it. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure that you hit the like button, subscribe, leave your comments. Thank you, and many blessings to you.